Hi, my name is Laura Cameron. I am the Education Librarian at the University of Arkansas, and I'm going to show you how to find a special issue of a counseling journal using library databases. I am on the Counselor Education Research Guide, which you can find at uark.libguides.com/CNED. I'm on the special issues of a journal page here. The first thing that I'm going to do is select a database. Any of these three will work, but I'm going to go with APA PsycInfo. I'm going to open up this database. If I was off campus and not signed in, this would prompt me to sign in using our Open Athens authentication. So we would just hit sign in with UARK and then use our UARK credentials to sign into this resource. But I'm already signed in, so we'll just go straight to the database. Within this database, the first thing that I want to do is find a journal that's related to counseling. And the easiest way to do this is to type in counseling and then change the field to the publication name or journal name. Each database is a little bit different, so you just kind of have to search around until you find one that looks right, but look for either publication name or journal name. So now I'm telling the database, look for the word counseling somewhere in the publication name. And then in this second box, I can tell it I'm really interested in finding something that has the word special issue in it. I'm putting special issue in quotation marks so that the database knows that this is a specific phrase and these words should be kept together. I don't want to find special in one area and issue in a different paragraph altogether. I'm going to hit search, and I shouldn't get too many results. Special issues aren't really categorized as such in our database, so we're kind of just doing a workaround here to look for the words special issue in a journal that has the word counseling in it. This isn't perfect, but it's a good quick way to find what we want to find. From here, what I want to do next is go to publication date and limit it down to whatever years we're interested in. I'll do the last 10 years. And then I'm going to go to page options and turn this on to detailed. That'll make sure that I can see my abstracts right here in the results page. Once I do that, I've just got to scroll through and find what we want. If there's something specific you're interested in, you could try typing the topic into this third bar. So if you wanted special issues on for instance, depression, you could type that here. You could do special issues on a specific kind of drug or a specific practice, maybe a specific population, like special issues on people in poverty. And so that could help you narrow down this list of 120 to a much smaller set. For now, I'm just going to do an example. So I will go down here to, let's see. We will do this special issue from, looking for the one on multicultural counseling, because that's the one I already did today. Here we go. We'll do this one. So you'll notice that most of the ones that we're finding here are introductions to the special issue. That's because that's usually the only place where you find the words special issue somewhere in the article. So what we're doing is we found the introduction to a special issue, and let's see, I read this, and this is a part of an article that describes how poverty is detrimental to education and mental health of individuals, and this sounds like what I want. So I'm going to open up this article by clicking on the title. And then what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to ignore whether or not it has full text, and I'm just going to focus on where this article came from. So this came from the Journal of Multicultural Counseling and Development. It was published in volume 45, issue 3, which came out in the year 2017. Okay, so I am going to copy this journal name, and what we're going to do next is open a new tab and go to the library's homepage. From the library's homepage, we want to navigate to the Journal tab of our search box. And this is the yellow tab here, and then we'll paste in that journal name. We want to make sure the journal name is exactly how it was in the database. If I just searched for multicultural counseling instead of Journal of Multicultural Counseling and Development, I wouldn't find what I was looking for. So we're going to search for Journal of Multicultural Counseling and Development, and I'm going to get two results. The first result is the text version of this journal, and the second result is the e-journal, the electronic journal. That's what we want, so I'll click on the second result, and from here I should see several options for accessing the journal. So we know that the article that we want, or the issue that we want, was published in 2017. So these first three access options should work fine for us. The second two don't include, or the last two, excuse me, don't include 2017, so we won't want to use those. So I'll click on this second one through Academic Search Complete. I know that I like the Academic Search Complete user interface, so that's the one I'm going to choose. But no matter what you pick, you should see something fairly similar. And wherever you end up, you want to look for an option to browse through the journals by date. So we know we're looking for something published in 2017. If we forgot, we could go over and open that up. So 2017, volume 45, issue 3. So we're going to click the plus sign next to 2017, and then we can find volume 45, issue 3. When we do that and we click on that, it will take us to a search that opens up all of the articles published in that volume and issue. And so from here, we could go through and read them. They all have PDF full text, so we would be good to go there. If we picked a different article that perhaps wasn't in full text, we might have to do a little bit different work. So let's say we picked this introduction to the special issue of Journal of Counseling and Development. This one is not in full text in this database, but if I take that journal title and do the same thing again, where I go to the library's homepage and search by journal, what I'll find is that we do actually have that online. So here's Journal of Counseling and Development online. It's an internet resource, and we have all of the years that we need. So this one was 2020. Volume 98, issue 3. So we would need to use Wiley for that because this goes all the way up to 2020 and everything else just goes until a year ago. So we'll click into here, and then same as before, we're just going to browse. If you ever get stuck in a place where you cannot find what you need, so there's volume 98, issue 3, when we click on it, we'll get the whole thing. If you get to a place where you can't find what you need through the libraries, perhaps we have the articles indexed, but we don't have them, we don't actually have a subscription to them, you might need to request them through Interlibrary Loan. There are directions for doing that on this guide, and there's a whole page on Interlibrary Loan as well that can log you through signing up and registering. Interlibrary Loan is free, and most articles are delivered to you within 4 hours. So even if you can't find the full text through our database, that's no reason not to go ahead and request that special issue and read it. If you have any questions, I'm just a few clicks away. My contact information is here on the research guide. My phone, even though that's my office number, it will ring through to my computer and eventually my cell if you call enough. So feel free to call or email, and the library has 24/7 chat service if you want to get help that way. Happy researching!